Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. Just finished breakfast with the kids and we're here to get picked up where we left off last night with our road to glory. Reading some of your names there, some of them were kind of like that, so sorry for the faux pas. But the line-up building for the FC BarcaLomond community, so fist bumps to everyone on arrival. There's a bunch here already. Liam King, Ian Sorare, Rob C, Mr. A, Jordan UKZ Sorare, love to see it. And yeah, we've got the hit list from last night to pick up with. I've kind of already got it locked and loaded for the most part. And yeah, we'll just get stuck into it. Feel free to let me know how you're feeling this morning, if you're in the running order, if you're in the list. And we'll try and do our best to get through. We will get through everything we've got here, certainly. And we'll see what we've got time for if there's any latecomers to come into the encore part of the show, as it were. But yeah, first up we had Mick Flint, who was after 3 in-season champ, 3 in-season Chally, and any leftovers if we can do something fun with that. So we've got 4 champ keepers here. Donnarumma at home to Strasbourg and Lasseneur at home, Hradecki at home, Raya away but on AAA. I think that's, I don't know, I don't think Donnarumma's going to concede 3, but between these two I'm not too sure who's more likely for a clean sheet. The odds are probably quite reflective of how I feel about both of them on a head-to-head basis. PSG with such a massive win percentage, being at home, they're quite rejuvenated. I would maybe opt for Donna over Raya, but Raya has more AA to him. Donna's a wee bit more of a killer sometimes in these PSG games, and Hradecki, I think it's between him and Lasseneur for team 3, but I think I'd go Donnarumma for home. I'm going to look into boarding schools after this week. Ian Sorare, that's a great shout, by the way. That's a great shout. Kids have been off school all this week, which kind of curtailed how long we were on for last night. I'd promised them we'd go to the cinema, and we'd booked a show, and we went to see Transformers 1 last night, which was absolutely great. Also, I'm a big Transformers fan, so it was as much for me as it was the kids. We all had a great time. If you haven't seen it, whether you have kids or not, if you like Transformers, it's fucking brilliant. If you have kids, you will. It's a great movie to go to with the kids, I would say. Now I don't know with the PSG defenders if yeah, I think I would take one of them to go with Donna, but I'm not sure if I would go with Skriniar or with Mendes, because Mendes is a bit punchier and Skriniar, no, I don't know why that flicked over like that, but Skriniar is just a bit more like this. 20 minutes ago, hot off the press. Wonder what the changes were 20 minutes ago. Beraldo went over Pacho, perhaps. But yeah, I like Skriniar. Mendes is on a 50-50, so I think I'd maybe go Skriniar. Just to solidify that up a little bit. So we've got classic Don, of course. This is an in-season rig, of course. I think João Neves is the pick midfielder. Barcola in attack. And then I like Asensio. If Asensio's on to play, I just don't know where Kang En-Lee's got to play, even though he's not predicted to. So it's just but I think Luis Enrique loves Asensio. I'm a big fan of Asensio. And in that kind of false 9 forward position, I think he could have a really good game. The problem with it is maybe Zaire Emery is a better shout, because in this type of game, Vitinha. I would probably pick Vitinha if you had him, actually. I think Vitinha is just so... Yeah, I think he's so Matrix friendly. Zaire Emery's maybe a wee bit off the boil in that regard. Asensio hasn't got the greatest of form there at the moment. Let's have a wee peek at them quickly to see how they've actually been kicking on recently. Yeah, Asensio's been a wee... Yeah, he can do a 70 with a decisive. That's kind of what we're hoping for, I think, from him. And Zaire Emery these days, how's he looking this season? Kind of flatters to deceive. The AAs there, no decisives are coming, so I think I would go with the Asensio, because one decisive, he's kind of job done. And between Neves and Barcola, who I would captain, probably going to go with Neves because I like a midfield captain. And what division is that in? D2. So we've got another D2 team here, so on a bit of a par. Raya again, classic keeper, so it's going to force us to in-season outfield. Akanji's maybe the logical pick next, but I'm going to go with Mendes. Or would I think I would maybe go with Beraldo, because I think he's on to play regardless. So he's on here for Pacho, but if Mendes doesn't play, it's Beraldo. So I think there's more chance of Beraldo playing. So I would go with that. On Andre Santos against PSG, it's kind of hard to put him in because I think I'm going to have a lot of PSG hangover pieces here. That wouldn't really bother me too much. Let's come back to midfield. Who do we have in attack? Are we going after... We've got Sissoko and Dav. Yeah, okay. I think we could go with Beraldo in there, play Santos. Do we have another option that's not PSG? And I'm just maybe going to that. Yeah, we've got the Akanji there, don't we? I think we could maybe do that. Where's Prem? Well, Akanji outscore Beraldo. Santi Bueno's on to play. I think Akanji could outscore Beraldo. It's tight, but I think that helps get Santos in a bit comfier. And then when we put in Davachvili in attack, and then who could our extra man be? Ibrahim Sissoko. I'd maybe even tempted to put Kang into this. Where's he went? But I think this is all forwards we're looking at again, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. We've got Zaire Emery. Kang. I like Kang a bit more because even if he comes off the bench, I guess he's one decisive and he rings, you know. Whereas Zaire Emery and Mendes are a wee bit dicier. They could be team 3 together with Beraldo. Yeah, that feels fun. I think I would do that. Probably Captain Santos just because of the boss power he has at the moment. When we go to team 3, we've got in-season Lassaneur. I would use that at this stage. We could then go Mendes, Zaire Emery. We'll come back to that forward position here. So I think I would just put Beraldo into this. And then, yeah, we're looking at who's the best of the rest of the forwards. We've got... none of these guys look like certain that they're going to feature. Desiree Doué. I think he was on the predicted sheet there, wasn't he? Off the bench. So yeah, maybe put Desiree Doué into this one. Over Kolo Muani. I think Muani's been kind of half bombed out, hasn't he? So it's hard to kind of go with him. I think I would go with Doué, and then I'm probably captaining Mendes on that one. And then what was the other part of this, Mick? It was Challenger. So let's see, Challenger in the season, a D2, a D3 and a D4. So we've got McCarthy away to Houston, Lyson at home at Antwerp. That's actually really tough. Antwerp aren't high scoring. Neither of them are probably going to keep the clean sheet. I think McCarthy is probably in the better team generally, so I think I would go with him. Foulon I've been pretty impressed with, who we've been scouting recently, so I could pick him in team 1. Sean Adoye, my boy. Who else do we have hiding down here? Let's go with Foulon. And then in midfield, we could play Classic Evander and a Cascadia Derby. That's a big game. That is a big game. Delorgi Nieper playing USG. Was as a classic. Was hasn't quite been as wassy recently, has he? Yeah, I think I would leave Was off priority team at the moment. I'd probably go with Classic Evander. And then an attack. Anyone hiding? First versus 11th for Franculio Jew. And then final man. Simsi to pair with him. That feels good. Yeah, that feels good. Captain Evander. It's a derby, so that's when you're asking for the big player to show up, isn't it? D3. I'd go with Lyson here. Just because he's going to get AA, although not keep the clean sheet, most likely. Your defence is actually kind of hard to pick next time around. I think Watanabe are going to keep him with the Davy Rofe, aren't you? So Zimmerman is against Chicago away. It could be okay for him. Jelly Batile. I like Sean Adewoy, but he's just not a massive scorer, and it's not exactly it's an OP fixture as such. Rodrigo Bacau, 4th versus 2nd, 40% chance of a clean sheet. How did he do that? He got a decisive. That was in Europe. Yeah, I'm not too high on that. Hugo Gambor. Oh. Wee bit of right mid, wee bit of right back. I actually quite like the look of him. Away as well. That could be a good game for a guy like him. Dorgy Nieper can come in. You could probably play the Sardes here. Now this does make us want to change this to Rofe just because it's coherent. Takes away the classic spot. I think you go Watanabe. I think I would just do that for team 2 and just go with the Ghent. Just roll them on. D3, they can get you into D2, no problem. And then when we get to team 4 and D4, we can go him, we can go Zimmer. Zimmer's classic, isn't he? So we can't use the WAS. Do we have an in-season option? Victor back. Joe Patili. Oh, again, he's in that game, isn't he? Joel Anderson, L5 of 62. How are you kicking on? Oh, yeah, we can use him. We can use him over Zimmerman. And then if we use him over Zimmerman, we can play Was in midfield, which is a lot more suitable, I think. And then an attack. If Dahlberg's on to play, that's a decent game. We could take that. And then fifth man, I like the look of... we've got... I've seen somebody else on Matson's classic. We get Dzeko. Not definite to start. Is Dzeko on with this? Let's have a peek. 55 over in the series. Yeah, I think I would take Dzeko. Wee bit of gung-ho on this one. And I don't know what you've got as leftovers, mate. Any under 23s? No. I think that'll be at Mickey boy. I'm not too sure what else. We've got the specialist thing. Do you have anything that could go into that? Radecki on a 44. Zimmerman 56. Maziz for 50. Could be decent. And then you're looking at Matson on a 49. And then fifth man. Fifth man's quite tough. Heel, nice, injured or out or whatever. Yeah, a lot of guys down here that might not feature. Verdonk is double A rated. That might just be the easy pick of it all, but he is double A rated. He can work. It's probably something like that we're looking at. For the specialist. My little man breaks up in 2 weeks after today. Fucking dreading it, Rob C. You got a 2-weeker? Wow. Just 1 week for us this time. Working whilst trying to look after him is basically impossible. Bit late, but made it, Mick. No problem, mate. Made it in time just for the teams, I think. Charlie Dunbar, Rico Man, Anyon, fist bump, good to see you, mate. Joe Ducey, my man, I think you're up shortly as well. So there's the champ teams we went through. Full PSG for D2. The other D2, we've got Kang in coming in, but otherwise it's your best and the rest for positions. And in the D3, it's like the PSG B team, essentially. And then for Charlie's, it's like the best team, Ghent, and then the best of the rest. That's kind of the way we've worked it. Party at the Bridge. I think that was Westamania, wasn't it? Yeah. So what was it Westamania asked for? Can you please do my in-season champ and in-season prem? Awesome. Kepa's going to be last. Bobby Sanchez will be second. Emmy's top here. So classic Emmy in top position. In-season defence. I like Shar for team 1 here out of who you've got. Lewis Hall could be decent as well, but I think at home against Brighton is a very Shar matchup. Bruno G. Now, what divisions do we have to play here? 2, 3 and 3. I don't think, unless you've got anyone... Yeah, I would be playing Palmer in team 1 here. I don't think you relegate him at all. And then final man, we're maybe looking at... I was thinking Tonali in the first instance, just because of the midfield Kind of battle could be good for AA for both these guys, but I am kind of half tempted to double up Chelsea attack on this one and put Sancho or Madueke in. But I think I'm a bit conflicted on that. Yeah, I think I would slide Sancho into this. And probably Captain Bruno or Captain Palmer. Bruno at home maybe swings it. And we've got two guys in team three, D3, so should be kind of half eekies. So we've got in-season keepers. I think, yeah, we take... do we take Bobby? Who's less likely to concede 3, actually? Is it maybe Kepa? Like, Arsenal probably win that, but Bournemouth aren't pushovers. Kepa's, you know, kind of got a career to rebuild, as it were. We can then play Trent in midfield defence. And then in midfield... a lot of Chelsea. Yeah, we could put Tonali in here. We've got classic Watkins. Oh, we've already used classic, sorry, so we can't do that. Yeah, I think I'm looking at Madueke next. And then fifth man. I think I would maybe take Caicedo. Kind of want to captain Trent here, but you're losing the clean sheet with Trent, but Trent doesn't really need clean sheets, does he? And then Bobby Sanchez, he's not getting a clean sheet, just got to hope the AA comes for him. He's in season. I think Lewis Hall would be the defender I would take out of who you've got left, although Romero Classic is an option, but I know we've got Classic Watkins for attack, so yeah, that's probably where I'm at with that. Enzo in midfield, Classic Watkins in attack, and then fifth man could maybe be Kudus, but his form's not been that good recently. Could go with Nico or Colwell, Paqueta. Fifth man here is a tough one. I think on the style of play Tottenham have, I think Kudus could get some good AA in this, and if he gets one decisive, it's kind of job done, isn't it? And if we've got a champ, we've got a D3. Classic Mike, in-season Donna. Petrovic is going to be the last pick here. Let's come back to the keeper last and see if we've got any restrictions in outfield. Okay, we've got Hakimi. We've got a lot of... So I think we want Classic Valverde in Team 1, don't we? Which means we need an in-season keeper. And then in attack, you've got Big Rom. And then fifth man, we've used Classic Valverde, so we can't use that. Romero. I'm maybe looking at somebody like a Colwell or a Jackson, because Jackson could just get a goal and do his thing, although he loves a big chance miss, doesn't he? Who are the goalkeeper options again? Okay, so I think we go for in-season Donna. Yeah, we do over Petrovic, of course. And yeah, it's maybe Jackson. Chelsea have got a fair amount of clean sheets, by the way. Yeah, I think I take Jackson. He's just a wee bit more going to bring that 60-pluser to the table. I'm a Captain Hakimi kind of guy. And then D4, so we go Classic Mike for the second best lineup. I think you are looking at Colwell here. Nathan Collins is in with a shout, but it's a hard thing to prioritise away to Man U. I think you'd probably have to take Paqueta out of these guys, although Bentancur could be okay. And then an attack. Oh, we're after subs. I've used a lot of forwards already, but I'd rather those teams did well. This is Division 4, you know, and it's your fifth lineup. And Kunku from the bench, Barnes from the bench. I think I would take Barnes from the bench. And then we've used a classic, so we can't use the Romero piece there. Fifth man, yeah, Nathan Collins could come into the reckoning. Or Bentancur. No, I think I would go with Nathan Collins here. They're probably captaining Paqueta. We lose a lot of strength when we get to that fifth lineup, don't we? Maybe it's the fixtures and such this week. Petrovic. I think I want Romero in this. Can we get Bentancur in season? We can. And then we're looking at Nkunku or Neto from the bench here. I think I would take Nkunku from the bench. And then fifth man. Maybe we take both of them. If Anderson's not on to play. Marquinhos is out. Noake. Anyone else hiding down here? No. Barnes is 50-50, so we could start. Hakimi not a dead cert to start. It had amongst most minutes played in season. Genesis, good shout. Zaire Emery could play in fullback. PSV coming midweek. Genesis is showing up because he loves the PSG heavy lineups. Love to see it, Genesis. Good to have you on board, mate. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, probably captain Romero out of this one. Yeah, it's kind of tough, isn't it? Like, yeah, I went double forward here. Double mid. Double mid. Double forward. Yeah, so like if you went single mid, you could spread your forwards around a little bit more. But I don't think you want to reduce the quality of these lineups here in the in-season Prem. And your in-season champ, like the top team in D3 looks good. And then these teams are in D4, you know, so like not much jeopardy on the relegation part of it, as long as you've got 5 starters that pull their weight. And it doesn't take as much to get promoted out of those lower divisions. So I wouldn't mess with that personally. I would be quite happy with that, but let me know what you think. So that was Mickey Flynn's, and then this was Party at the Bridge, Wistamania. And then we got Copplice. What was Copplice after? Prem in season and Contender in season, both rare. So Prem in season, what divisions we in? 2, 3, 4. So team. Oh, this is a tough choice of keepers, by the way. I think you need to put Sam Johnson bottom. You probably do need to take Onana top. I don't see Brentford scoring more than 2, and he'll get 8A. So that's kind of alright. Lacroix. Yeah, I'll take Lacroix. Yeah, that is classic. I don't know why I thought that was in season for a sec. Marino would be great for team 1 here. Lamina's a good shout, but could we jigger this around? Play the Dallo with the Onana so we can get Marino into this. So you get your best. I think you'll be the best mid you've got. And then an attack. Oh, slim pickings here, mate. I can't really struggle to pick Rashford, but I guess you kind of need to, don't you? And then fifth man needs to be in season. Oh yeah, Lamina, of course. Awesome. Now Rashford for me is the weak link here. Can we do something about that? Jorgen Strand, Cameron Archer, and Dye. And Dye's on. Yeah, I think I would play in Dye first. I'm probably Captain Marino, but that's a lot of speculation. Maybe Captain Dallo or Ndai for a bit of security. Division 3 should be a little bit more forgiving. We've got Dean Henderson, classic. No Lacroix for this team then. Which means we're looking at Mitchell or Bassey. Castagna not on. Oh, Bassey's on, so I think you just take Bassey in this situation. Centre back at home. Hopefully he does well enough. We can use classic Andy P. Is Wharton on to play? Wow, you're really stuck for choice call place at the moment. Between a rock and a hard place for some of these guys. Wharton 60%. Yes, I think we can take him. You're then playing Rashford here, fine. And then in season Mitchell. In-season Archer. I think I would take Archer. As long as he's on to play. Leicester aren't that bad. So, like, they're not going to get hammered or anything, but like if Archer's going to score against somebody, it's going to be one of those other teams down at the bottom, isn't it? And then for your third team, we don't actually have much to play with here. We've got Sam, who's maybe going to get smashed up. Classic Aqua can carry a bit of weight. But then midfield, we've got Classic Andy P we can't use. In-season guys that are all injured. Yes, I don't think we've got on our team here, Coplice, I'm sorry. And Contender would be next. So I don't think we've got 3 teams of strength here. Contender in-season. Butland has to be our top pick here, hasn't he? And then Frankie Kent at home. Jeremy Marquez, how are you doing these days? Is he a team 1 kind of guy? He's a wee bit more make or break, hasn't he? What about Boateng? How are you looking these days? Yeah, I think you need to take your Marquez in here, don't you? And then up front, Shankland or Dessers? I think Dessers, that match suits him. Maybe go double forward. Take Shankland as well. Ferry. Ferry's got a good averages. He's been doing pretty sweet, hasn't he? Yeah, let's play Ferry in there. Walton away to Hibs. Mitov, Celtic, Malancia. Yeah, he's got a decent game. But then if we use him, he's classic. We then need to use in season everywhere else. So I would maybe go with Walton. Just don't think Hibs score that often. I would want Scales in defence. You've got then Diamande in midfield, Boateng potentially as well, but Shankland up front. And yeah, I think I would take Boateng next. And then another D3, where we probably want to use Ellery BarcaLomond. Let's get back to defence last. We've not got much options. Oh, you've got the boy Bajrami. I think you'd maybe put him up the pecking order. Who was in D2? Oh yeah, we drop this Marquez for that Bajrami. That's much better. And then who did we drop out of that? Yeah, Marquez there. Contend these nuts. Then we've go. Oh no, we don't want Malancia. I think we want BarcaLomond for the in-season flex. Tanzer, Jurisic. Yeah, we've got Jurisic. We've got the Boateng that we've now relieved from elsewhere. We have Jurisic Classic. I think we would want the classic Shankland in here. Yeah, I think we do. And then you're kind of after a super sub again, aren't you? So I think I would probably play McCausland as a super sub. Take Jurisic out for the Heber guy. Dujon's not on to play. Let's see what they're saying for the cream buns. What are they doing? Dessers, Bajrami, Diamande, Hefty. Yeah, no Sterling. But you know Sterling will come on. I think that Heber guy is just who you need to take. Coutinho and Neves look like certainties. Ruiz has a chance, especially if Emery moves to right back. Wee bit of chat from Genesis, love to see it. So yeah, in-season Prem, Team 1's good. Team 2, like you're really crossing your fingers for Rashford and Bassey, really. Team 1 here looks really good. Team 2 is like fine, isn't it? Just you need some things to go your way. And this last team is okay, but I don't think we're expecting much from it, are we? Ian Sorare, what were we after? Afternoon, gents. Could I get a classic contender, Quinny? Struggling with my main team. Classic contender, priority lineup. Have I done these already? Maybe we did this as part of a gallery review. They're two classics. I don't know how I've done that. Oh no, that's a classic. Can I hit remove all? Is that somewhere? I think that was a wee bit of gallery review, wasn't it? We're fleshing the squads out. So let me read that again. Struggling with a main team. So let's do top team for classic and in season. Mitov, hard to play in team one this week. He will get 88. It's just he's probably really high chance of scoring 3 Celtic, in general. So I think you're looking at Brown for best in season keeper. So many good defender picks for you. Zimmerman is first versus 18th away, AAA. I think that kind of falls into place for itself. I'm probably looking at a classic mid for this, unless you take that Ibarra. I'd put Rakitic in here. And then in-season forward. We're rather lacking, aren't we? Marley Watkins is against the Cream Buns, the Teddy Bears, so hard to back that. I think we need an in-season mid. I don't think we've got a choice. So we've got the Aberdeen guy, which I really don't... Yeah, I think you take Ibarra then. And then if we go classic forward, I would take Lavia. And then we need another in-season. Nielsen could be okay if you needed him. Kent, I would take him in front of him, in fact. Being at home. Shinny. Oh, Garorian. Would I take Garorian over Ibarra? And then would I still play Ibarra? Is what I'm now trying to assess. Rubizic, Clarkson, O'Hara. No, I think I would go with what's here. Let's get Gararian in. So I would go with that in season. And then with classic, you can just go a lot more balls to the wall, no more restrictions. Escondel is playing Malaga. Knoll, Nuremberg. Sipe away at home with Spezia. Basilio. So many good goalkeeper choices. I think I would take Zmolic, but AJ or Muhim, that's a tough one. I think I would take Muhim on just the set piece element he offers. Wanazek. Inigo Vicente has got a great game. And then fifth man, Julian Green. That could be a good match for him. Sangara, I like that game a lot for him. Baumgartner, Engels, Baturina. I think Rakitic. Yeah. I think we really like those games. That's a stud team. Angus Gunn, Julian Ryerson. What are we talking about? You done it for the gallery review. Yeah, I thought that. Ugh. I think that's what I would go with, Ian, in terms of top lineups. Like in season, yeah, just take the guys that have got pretty solid fixtures and solid kind of player profiles. And then that Lavia AAA just to set it over the top. And then classically, you've just got Stud City. Joe Ducey. Joe Ducey. If you have time, I could really use a second opinion on free in-season challenger. In season, is it? Is it? Yeah, it must be limited. I was just thinking. In season challenger, divisions 4, 5, and 5. Maybe I've been promoted, but it's an odd thing to see on the request sheet for somebody like you, Joe, with a big gallery. A mature gallery, maybe we'll say. Lloris, the assist master at home. Jordi Alba, Zimmer. Well, this is in season as well, isn't it? Yeah, so I think we'll take Alba. Big bogey. Oh, you've got Seb Legit. He's definitely making it into a team. Is Messi going to make it back for this? %60%. I think that's good enough. And then I think I'd probably put Buwanga into this. So it's a bit of an LA Miami kind of hybrid here. In team 2, Kalina playing DC appeals to me. Zimmerman is an easy pick for defence. But I'd maybe take somebody more like a Token for team 2. How's Token been doing? Fine enough without being great. It's hard to put him in a high priority when that's how his form looks. So I think you are looking at Zimmer. So we need that classic option in midfield. I do want Legit in a team, but I don't think we need to force it. Paxton's got a good game. Classic card. Otherwise, Santirod. I think Santirod's really hard to overlook at this stage. This is in season. We can only get one classic. So who do we have in attack? Yeah, we've got Peck and stuff. Yeah, so I think I would take Santirod in here. And then fifth man, Jordan Morris, Seb Legit. I'm taking Seb. Or no, we had Paxton, didn't we? Let's take Paxton. He's got a better match. If I can find him again. Paxton. Oh no, Paxton's classic as well, isn't he? Yeah, so let's take Seb. And then final team. Salernitano. Philly are going to be coming for it this weekend, so he'll be busy. Well, that's a good thing or a bad thing. We don't have any other in season, so let's pick the keeper last because we want the best team we possibly can. And if this is in season, yeah, your defence choices are limiting. So we've got Yedlin there, Paul Marie. Schlegel and Juncker. I think you really need a classic. I'm not too sure. We get free. Where are you, Joe? Free in season challengers. Yeah, it's kind of hard. You need to really. I would probably play your third team in classic, mate. I know you've got the keepers to do classic anyway, don't you? But this team, mate, I would just have this as leftovers. I'd then be picking your classic teams from this. Yeah, I would then be picking these, and then your third in season team is Dregs. Crazy team for Div 4. What team was that? Was it one of these ones or one of the last ones? Messing that, yeah, it is quite a crazy one for D4. Should win. That's what we're all about here, isn't it? But yeah, mate, I would like the third one is just going to be odds and sods. You need to then pick your free classics for me after these two. And then this team is just going to be what's left over, Cop Ice. Lucasade 8. I think you came in. Yeah, you came in. You didn't have your. Did you get it back? I think you did. Where is your request actually asking? DD, Mr. A, Alex Coombs, Black Ops LR. Can you find Luke's thing? The actual request. don't actually see the... I'm pretty sure you went and got your thing sorted, but I don't actually now see what the... if you came back and requested something. So I'll put this to the back, and if you're here, look, feel free to get us up to speed again. Next one up we had was Wallen. Who's Wallen again? That's Mr. A, isn't it? Challenger Rare in season. Challenger Rare in season. 2 D3s and a D4. Unerstal, Ollage. This is it, man. There we go. We've got some goalkeepers now that are cooking. Let me see the chat. Sorry, there's a few of you there. Gone with 50%, now 43. That's weird. Gone with your full setup. Quinny, lads, fingers crossed. Mick, let's fucking cross those fingers. Market credits and won a peck. So very late to in-season. Rico, man. Fair enough. Okay. Do we want Boss? I think we want Boss in the top team, don't we? But I'm now worried we don't have... Oh no, we do. That's fine. Krastev playing Breda. Spearings. Mignan. I think I would take Krastev here. Oh, your forwards, but I think you would take the Negley here. And then fifth man, I like double E. Beelan. Parrot. BarcaLomond, I think he's who we take. Yeah, I think we take BarcaLomond. At home to Almere City. Just go and cook them. The other one in D3 will be Ollage, who's also playing that team, but we can get double E into defence. I think Spearings looks like the better mid, but he's not got the form yet in that division. So I think we need to take Mignan, who's not got the best game, which lends us to pairing him with a Parrot, which is basically fine, isn't it? I think I want this Jacob Broom in here. Or Lauritsen. Yeah, I'll take the Lauritsen. And then when we get to D4, still got a great keeper pick. Still got good defender picks here. Do we want St. Jago? Or do we want Beelan? I think I would take Beelan. But then have to take Spearings, it feels like. We've still got the Broom, which is fine. And then the fifth man, is it St. Jago? Classy? Is Classy going to be around? $45. It's a risk, isn't it? It's either Classy or St. Jago. What does St. Jago do? He does okay. Is it worth the risk on Classy? I think it is. I think that's the way they shake out, mate. This is the best. Yeah, I think that's the way it shakes out. Lauritsen might be out. Head concussion. Oh. 43%. Yeah, of course. So I think, okay, let's delete this one. Let's edit this. Let's drop Lauritsen for Broom. Oh no, Broom's playing Feyenoord. I think we just have to take Broom. He's on to play. He's a forward. Do we have Feyenoord defence in this? We don't. That's fine. Yeah. This team's kind of fighting uphill, playing against PSV and Feyenoord for some of the players. And then we've got Badenhorst. We've got the Beelan. We're taking Spearings and Classy. And then, yeah, you put Lauritsen into this team. You just kind of de-risk him a bit. Great catch. DD. What was DD after? Hey pal, racking my brains where to put my best champ and chow this week. Whether to do in-season or prem variations. Fancy taking a quick look. Too many options, it feels like. Yeah. Rares, that is as well. So rare, let's have a look. Did you say in-season and classic? Let's look at this. Kelleher, Pickford, Verbruggen. Classics. And let's hit extra. Who's the best we've got? Bruno should be fine. Yeah, it's going to be classic, isn't it? So we've not got many in seasons. Got the likes of Rice, Sobo. Love a bit of Van de Ven, don't we? Champ and Chow best cards. So let's see. Champ keepers. We've got Tebow. All the release in the world. Donna. Let's have a look at the extra pieces. Let's have a look at this from in season, just so we can see that little filter a bit easier of who's who. In season, Bruno, Louis Diaz, Sotoka, Ericsson, Taz, and Militaos, and Hincapes, and Mendes. I'm not sure there is an in-season team of priority here. Gertruda. I'm going to build it. I think I want to build an in-season team. Let's see what the best in-season team we can cobble together is. Nyland, Labrovic, etc. Yeah, I think we want an in-season keeper. Not Labrovic. Oh, not Nyland either. Yeah, actually, I think that's... So we need a classic keeper in here. So, really he's okay, but I don't know if he's that great. Yeah, it's hard to pick that as a priority set up, looking at that in a bit more detail. I think Prem in season, could we do something with that? Classic keeper. In season, Bassey, third day. Zabarnyi and Munoz are all okay. Skip some Brunos. Diaz. Even Nielsen. Yeah, I think I'm going priority classic, DD, to be honest with you. So, let me have a wee flick around. Sorry, guys. I think Team 1... I'm probably taking Pickford. I like Lewis Hall as a shout for Team 1. Depends on your gallery and whatnot as well. Good AA. Brighton, did they concede? Did they score plenty in that game? I'm not so sure. Newcastle are very resolute at the back these days. Van de Ven is kind of all things to all managers these days, isn't he? So Van de Ven could be left back, could be centre back, could be charging up the pitch. Get Bruno taking all the set pieces in the world. And then an attack. Like, Mbeumo is going to score against Man United, doesn't he? Luis Diaz is probably going to do well. I think you've got a lot of good forward picks. Even Madueke. I think Madueke does well this weekend. I think he's your man, but... And then fifth man, I'd be really inclined to take Kulu. You've also got Rice, but Rice is a... Sobo could do great. What's a great Rice score looking like nowadays? Well, he's got those big ones in him, but we've not seen him in a while, have we? It's been mainly for like England and stuff. Against Bournemouth last time. Yeah, that's a good omen. I think I'd be looking at something like that. The only one I'm a wee bit like, you could maybe... Is there something better than that? Is Van de Ven. But yeah. Not that he's the best of a bad bunch, but a lot of your defence are quite similar. He's probably just the best of them. And if we look at Champ, top team is going to... we've got two D1s. What was the Prem situ there? Like, D3s... D1 and a DS. I think D1s are where the attention is, isn't it? Big TC, top cat and goals. Single's got a tough game. Koundé is the man. Xhaka, Kulu again. Olise. I think I'm taking Olise here. Pierre-Lee Malou. Soboslai is definitely in my thinking at this stage. Same with Tielemans and Reinders. I think I'm taking Elise, just on pure artillery. And then we're looking at the likes of... 2 seconds. Kids. So I think I would be... Girassi against St. Pauli feels like the pick. That feels like an easy game for him. Although St. Pauli have been quite resolute overall this season, but I think, yeah, it's really hard to look past that. Xhaka is probably now in my thinking, because I think that's going to be a good game for him. He's going to be on the ball a lot, involved in a lot of duels. Frankfurt give as good as they get, but they still should win. Do I have anyone in here I'm overlooking that's buried at the bottom? Maybe Grisou. Home to Leganés. That should be pretty good, actually, shouldn't it? Yeah, that feels like a top team. And then we've got Donna. I'd probably be looking at second Team 1 pick in this situ. Got tons of Van de Vens. Let's get the Single again. Again, it's not a great game, but Single is not really that guy where he needs to boss possession and all the rest of it. So I don't mind putting Single in a strong lineup. Similar to Xhaka. And Vinny away to centre. That's a good game for him, I think. Rafa at home. Ponjapalo. Joe David. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Vinny. And then let's see who we've got for our final man in this team. Yeah, Kulu. I think as a mid card, that's a lot of fun. So that's it's the D1s, isn't it? And what else did DD say? Yeah, I don't think you've got in season. I don't think you've got much in season to go after here, unless I'm missing something. But it's a classic keeper. And then we're looking at Bassi, Ferdi, etc. I don't think this is a... I know that Bruno would make this a bit different. There's not really much there in midfield. And then you get Diaz. Should be fine. Yeah, I'm not too sure that I would prioritise in-season Prem. And I don't think Champ, you've really got anything that's not been used on the build already that would make a difference to that kind of POV. Like, you still make them, obviously, still play them. I'm sure you'll do well, but don't think I'd prioritise it. Militao, Hincapi, a lot of defenders here. Davachvili. I think that's where I'm at, DD. I think I would... Prem, I would... Yeah, Mbuemo's scoring against Man United. Pickford's your best keeper. Bruno's your best mid. Rice has got a great fixture. I think that has to be your best Prem team. And then for Champ... Like, yeah, I just can't get away from that. That's a boss lineup. Maybe Girassi and Griezmann could be like swapped around, so Griezmann's the forward. But then, like, who from this lineup would get upgraded? I'm not too sure. It's really much of a difference there. Members, so I only do lineup building for the members. Watch Wanderer, fist bump, thanks for joining us. And Tim Gildeman, fist bump, in terms of team building, yes, you need your FC BarcaLomond. That's my Sorare club's name. There it goes over that way. It's a 24-25 season ticket. Below the video, there's a little black button that says join. If you click on that, YouTube will explain it to you. But it's £1 a week, £4 a month. We do lineup building once a week. We do gallery reviews once a week. There's a Telegram group. Telegram's just like WhatsApp and Discord together, but it's way better. And we do all the limited cards I win. We give them away to the members on the channel as well. And we do this all the time. This is the encore from last night, because I had time restrictions or whatever, so we're catching up with the requests that came in that we couldn't get to. But yeah, DD, I think DD's confirming as well. The Gunt is injured. And you've got Challenger on me as well. So let's have a quick peek at Challenger, DD, what your top picks are. You may have some in-season elements there. That's maybe why we've got that kind of duality part. So top team's a D2 and classic top team is a D1. So we've got Galese, under 23 guy that Harry just won. Good picks in positions, I suppose. Let's look at defence. Hato in season, feels good. Oh, with some other guys here that look decent. We're going to get the Krastevs. We've got the Bogus. Yeah, I think you've got an in-season team here, don't you? Who's an attack? Skov Olsen. Broby. Who's Broby playing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think this team you could prioritise as in-season. So let's go back to it. Who's the best keeper we've got? No Gun, obviously, we've just been chatting about that. Musolera is a classic. Meslier, I think Sheffield are meant to be decent now, aren't they? That's what Harry was telling me, or was it Charlie? Somebody was telling me Sheffield are a good watch now. But yeah, let's go Musolera. And then we've got Hato. We've got Bogeyman. And then an attack. Skov Olsen. I'm taking Broby. Well, Broby's actually been sucking ass, hasn't he? They should smash Heracles, that's the thing, but should. Barabo. Marshall Rutte. Emil Assad. Mike of Pompey, fist bump, my man. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you as ever. But yeah, I think he takes Skov Olsen. Maybe, yeah, he's got the 80 big game away from home. That should do pretty well there. And then maybe do we double up with? Imagine we could do double bogey. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Maybe we double up and we put Broby in the team anyway, or Krastev. Krastev versus Broby. Krastev has AA in his bag. He just needs that decisive. Bred at home. That should be as good as a game as he gets, really. Just think that. I think Broby could be. Oh, Jimenez. So I double check Skov Olsen. Yeah, I actually want to drop Skov Olsen for Broby. So I think Broby's like definite to play. Poacher. He needs decisives, but I think that kind of game is decisives are coming. And then if we had again, it's not a great game for Biscagli. Maybe you just use them in the classic rather than squeezing it into in-season. But then that means fifth man is going to be... Yeah, I would take Krastev then. Home to Breda. Maybe Captain Bogey. Or Hato. I think you can prioritise that in season, mate, pretty well. I don't know what the priority really is here. Maybe it's Musolera. You can change that goalkeeper if you really wanted him in classics. You do have strong classic positions like D1s and stuff. Casio. Rofs, Clark, McMath, Schulte, Willis. Away to Chicago. Guns obviously missing. But yeah, DD, I think that's kind of where I'm at. Gun is confirmed out. It was me, Charlie Dunbar, taking the cred off of Harry. Boy, love that. They've conceded 3 this season. Wow. Mike of Pompey hasn't even looked at his lineups yet. Jesus, man. White knuckle ride for you. Lewis P. Lewis. 3 in-season Chow. 223s. You can use the rares if you like. So I'm guessing that's... Oh no, Lewis P's Black Ops LR. I beg your pardon. Lewis West's Road to Gammon. Who's next? Black Ops LR. What were you asking for? Any chance to look at mine? Message in the last details. Oh yeah, I remember this from last night. I don't think your last message showed. Did you... Black Ops LR... Yeah, you never come back to me, mate, with what to look at. Let's scroll through the chat a bit more. Did you come back later with that intel? Cameron M dropped a request. I didn't see it until you said that at the end. Yeah, so Black Ops LR and Lucozade. I've not got details for you, so if you're here, let me know. Otherwise, the last one we're on is Road to Gaming, Lewis West. So let's see, Lewis, what were you after? Not Lewis West. Yeah, Lewis West is Road to Gaming. 3 in season challenge, 223s. Boom, there you go there, mate. Great timing, Lewis. It's like you've been waiting for it. Black Ops is here. Brilliant, mate. I'll do Road to Gammon. Black Ops, if you can get your thing in. Get your actual request little piece in. And then we'll pick you up. And look as A8 if you're here. Let it be known. 3 in season chow. 2 division 3s. 3 in season chow and a D4. Right, fine. Oh, very nice keeper picks. Very, very nice. I think we like the Lamans, we like the Roaf, we like the Kikir. I think they're probably going to be the keepers we're after. So, order of priority, I think I like Kikir at home. MDC is very appealing here for top team because he's just smashing. Simseer feels like an easy pick. Can only use either of Lacent or Lamans in challenge season as worse goes into under 23. Gotcha. Roger that. Stoikers as your top forward quite comfortably. And then we can use a classic if we need. Hanko could be the man. Smets. I like Smets because there's a bit of correlation there. No, not really actually. Just looking at who's in the squad. Zorgan. No, I think I put Hanko in here. Boss it up a bit. And then Lamans is going to be under 23 then. Sorry, Lyson. Because I think I want to take Lamans for second. Is Bass going to play? Yeah, Bass is going to play. Zorgan is the man. Bafulke on the bench. Lauritsen 50-50. Ondrika. I know he's under 23, but I think you need him for this team. And he's classic, isn't he? Yeah, you can tell it's Europe. Sometimes in this region, because of the MLS, it does throw me a wee bit when you're glancing at the squad. Bates could be good. Sees Usman Diao, suspended. Mini Coop. Sike. Joaquin Sees. What's Bruges giving it? Brugge. Sees is on. Yeah, I'd take him. That actually makes... No, that doesn't. Yeah, that's fine. And then your third in season team is going to be bits and bobs, isn't it? So we're going to play Roaf. Good game, but USG might arrive. Bates, which is fine. He totally works. Mini Coop. Let's just double check AZ quickly. Mini Coop's there. I think we need Pafulke. Oh, he said feel free to use the rares. So I think I would take Pedro Vite if he's on to play. And then, do we have an in-season 5th man? Sike. Is it better to use that, or do we change that to Pafulke, who'll come off the bench, and then we can go and use a classic like Delorgi Nieper? No, I think because you probably want that Delorgi Nieper for... Yeah, let's just play the Pedro Vite. Pafulke will definitely come on though, and Lauritsen will either start or not be in the squad. Yeah. Maybe we just put Pafulke as the 5th man to this. That makes sense. And then we go to under 23. We've got the duds in D2. So I'm going to take Dakovic over Lyson here. I like Smets. I like Den Bosch. Matty Pollock is playing Luton. Feels like a game we want to lean into. Arne Engels, the set piece man. Up front, I think yeah, this guy's doing well, isn't he? Lamperelli. Oh yeah, Lamperelli. And then fifth man is going to be Fruk. Delorgi Nieper. Yeah, I'm going to go Fruk. That's a strong team, that. Pro League Stompers. We've got Lyson, Smets and Den Bosch. Smets is at home and just been captain stuff. Let's just double check that he's still on to play for... Oh no, sorry, it's Genk, isn't it? I beg your pardon. Yeah, Smets is there. I like Smets. Den Bosch is away, but I like Smets at home. Got the Lorgie Nieper. I've got the Sago guy. And then fifth man, you could play the Den Bosch. Bukvich even. It's not bad for a spike once in a while. But yeah, I think double D on this one. Captain Nieper. Usman Diao is 95%. It says his yellow cards. Oh, okay. This is a funny one, right? Because sometimes this yellow card thing takes a minute to update. No, he's suspended, mate. He's suspended. Unless that's been overturned. We need some intel on this because I'm not picking him. But maybe he's okay. Right, Lewis P. Black Ops LRR. In-season super rare challenger. Love that. This will be fun. In-season super rare challenger. Right, Kusmans. Oh, that feels like an easy keeper pick. Classic wrench. It's going to be really hard to look past that. It got rescinded, mate. He's not suspended. Okay, that's confirmed. Road to Gammon. So where would we put in-season Diao? Could play him here over benched Pafulke. This is a Division 4 lineup. Would he do better under 23? D2. I don't think he really gets into this team. D3. I don't think he makes a huge difference to this. And these guys are classic anyway. So yeah, I would probably put him in here over the Pafulke then. Great catch, everyone. Yeah. I think that's about where he would land. Great catch, everyone. Great intel. Lewis P. Stelios and Drew. No, I think I want wrench in this. But you did see under 23s as well, didn't you? Where are you? Black Ops. In-season super rare challenger under 20. Yes, I think in-season you're after cash, mate. That's priority. Edozie. I think you only picked him up the other day. This is a great game for him, by the way. Wouldn't that just be something? Let's get Edozie into this. Stoikers in attack. Wow, by the way. 3 in-season cards perfectly placed here. And then who's your best classic? I don't know if you're in the Harry Trades Zanka Club, where everyone loves him at the moment. Is there anyone sneaky? Dahlberg. If Dahlberg's playing, like, I think you want the firepower, don't you? 60%. Could go Diao instead of Pafulke. Lewis West. Great minds. Great minds. Great minds think alike. I like Dahlberg over Zanka for this, to be honest with you. 3 goals scored's quite high. He's likely to play Ondrika. I think he's under 23 guy, isn't he? Yeah, I would be taking Dahlberg, mate. I'd be going guns blazing on this. No need to apologise, mate, at all. I know what it's like watching streams. You pause it or somebody phones you. It happens all the time, mate. Honestly, don't worry about it. I find it funny when that kind of thing happens. Like, oh, it's funny, we've thought the same thing. Yeah, look at that. 83. Sorry, a day. I don't do this to me. Back to square one. Charlie in season. D1. Kusmans. Wrench. Edoze. Stoikers. And the baddest man on the planet, Casper Dolberg. Leeds United community, good to see you, my man. D1 under 23 Classic. Now you've got some. Right, Apollo's the man, isn't he? Or Schellander. Ooh. Ah. I think it's a wee bit better for Schellander, but that Apollo is a cult hero now, isn't he? You have 2 wrenches? No, that team never saved. Sorry, our data's glitching me here. So rare data. What are you doing to me? Zanka. Andrika. Yeah, I think Dolberg is the guy we want in this. And then, okay, under 23, we've got a D1. We're going to go Schellander. Van de Bremt. Andrieu. Killian Sardella. Van de Bremt works for me. Sangar's got a fantastic fixture. So it's maybe a double mid of him. Oh, Sam Steen as well is away to Warwick. The Organeeper's got a decent game, although USG aren't that great, you know. I think Sangar picks himself first of all. And then you've got Andrika, you've got Ugalde. How's Ugalde doing these days? Has to be Andrika. And then Sam Steen. His L5 isn't great, but can you no take him, can you? Who's the other? Delorgini? I think I'm taking Steen over him. And then do you have another? It's a D2, so let's see who. We're trying to get an RT team into T1. So you've got Apollo, who's very fun. And that Ernst, by the way, as well. He could smash. Why is that? How does he score? They're so heavily favoured. He's a wee bit shaky. THB against Leicester. That could be another good game for THB. Maybe he's in the 3rd team, but I like Killian Sardella. He's a guy that I used to have years ago. This guy must have 6 seasons of cards at this point. He's okay, isn't he? He's just a functional player. He's not fantastic. Stelios, how you doing these days? Yeah, Stelios is the better pick, I think, isn't he? Higher XP one is that one. Delorge. Ugalde. And then best of the rest. Rieger. Yeah, he's cool. We've got Organeeper as well. Jamie Lawrence. Not a bad game. He's okay as well, isn't he? Already got Delorge, sorry. THB. Feels like Team 3 to me, maybe. I'd probably take this Rieger. Really good game for him. Quinny in the zone. Cheers, mate. Fist bump. I've redone most of my teams this morning and still a head scratch. Oh, Jesus. One for in-season challenger. Oh, nice. Well, I don't think I would play him over Wrench, mate. That game is too good for Wrench, and for one of your classic cards, he's your best. You want the money swinging in, you know, you want to win that division. So I would make no compromises in that regard. I think that's us all caught up, guys. We do have Lucas 88, but he never came back with his actual request or to confirm. I'm pretty sure he did get his season ticket back up and going. But yeah, I don't know what he wants made. So this has got everyone. Can we do another in-season challenge? Or is that maybe... Let's just do this to see what we've got left. So I think we've done two. Yeah, I think this is a good way of going it. So left, you've got the Geyser. I don't think we want to touch that, but we've got. Oh, Lamans is under 23, isn't he? So you probably would rather a third under 23 team. Oh, you've got Ernst. Yeah. So Ernst and like THB and the best of the rest you've got there is fine for that. But do we have another in-season super team we can put out there with the Lamans? With your Stelios, obviously I've maybe got the in-season in that the wrong way round. But then you've got Dan Haymans. One more in-season that works well? Maybe not. Striker's going to be Rots. And then this guy for in-season. Also, I've got the Stelios the wrong way round. Yeah, something like that, mate. That's where I'm at. I love this team. Your D1 under 23, I think, is really powerful. But this is, yeah, Challenger D1, Edoze, Stoikers, Dolberg. Oh, Agnon has got in-season Trent and Salah on 15.5%. That's incredible. Good afternoon, Kev here. We're actually just about to wrap up. Me and Harry will be back in an hour for the Sorare Deadline show. Thanks to everyone that joined us for the catch-up with the members lineup builder today. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you haven't got your season ticket yet, you can do that by clicking on the little join button below the screen. It's £1 a week, £4 a month. We build lineups, we review galleries, we got a Telegram group, we do giveaways. And yeah, you can watch all the old content as well, which is great. But yeah, have a good one. I'll see most of these back here in an hour.